All right, today we're going to pull back the curtain on a real powerhouse in modern agriculture, potassium humate. Now, this is a product that promises some seriously high potency results. But what's really interesting is how simple it is to use. So, how does it do it? Well, let's break it all down.
So right off the bat, you can see it comes in a few different forms, right? You've got powder, granules, and these flakes. But the real magic isn't its shape. It's what's going on inside, chemically. What is it about this stuff that makes it so incredibly effective for crops? That is exactly what we're here to figure out.
Here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll cover the basics. What is it? Then, we're going to dig right into the official certificate to see the hard numbers. After that, we'll focus on its biggest advantage, and this is a big one, its water solubility. Then we'll look at those different forms, and finally, we'll wrap it all up with what this means for you, practically speaking.
All right, first things first, let's get on the same page. So what is potassium humate, really? Let's start with the official definition.
It's defined pretty simply. It's a high-potency organic fertilizer. Now, high potency is a pretty big claim, right? To really understand what's backing that up, we can't just look at the label. We've got to look at the hard data, which we find in the official certificate of analysis. And here we go. This is where the proof is. We're going to dig into the technical specs behind the product's claims and break down the numbers that really, truly matter. And for that, our main source is the Certificate of Analysis from Hyundai Technology. This document gives us the exact breakdown of what's inside. So let's look at the most important numbers. First up, the absolute foundation of this product. The organic matter content is guaranteed to be at least 80%. I mean, that is a huge number, and it's this carbon-rich base that helps build healthier, more resilient soil.
Now, inside that organic matter, you've got one of the key active ingredients, humic acid, at over 55%. This is the stuff that helps the soil hold on to vital minerals, basically unlocking them and making them way more available for the plant to use.
And working right alongside it is fulvic acid, coming in at a minimum of 50%. And what's so powerful here is the teamwork. If humic acid is what holds the nutrients in the soil, you can think of fulvic acid as the delivery truck, carrying those nutrients straight into the plant cells. And finally, you can't have potassium humate without the potassium, right? With at least 12% potassium oxide, this product is giving crops a direct, ready-to-use source of this essential nutrient. And that's crucial for everything, from how a plant manages water to how it develops fruit. Okay, so we've got this incredibly dense mix of all these beneficial components. But here's the thing. All that power is pretty useless if you can't get it to your crops easily and efficiently. And that brings us to the product's most practical feature. Honestly, a total game changer for modern farming, how easy it is to apply. In this slide, these three words, they say it all. The certificate states it's completely water-soluble. Now, this isn't some small detail. This is everything. This is the key to its convenience. It means you can take this super potent dry product and mix it right into the most efficient irrigation systems out there today. The whole application process becomes just incredibly simple. You just measure out what you need, add it to your water tank, and because it dissolves completely, you can run it through pretty much any system you've got. Fertigation, drip lines, sprayers, you name it. And the most important part here is what doesn't happen. Because it's fully soluble, you get rid of all those headaches like clogged nozzles and blocked drip lines that you see with other products. It turns a powerful solid into a seamless liquid solution that delivers results with maximum efficiency and way less labor. Okay, so now we know how it works and just how easy it is to apply. Let's circle back to those different physical forms we saw at the very beginning. Which one is the right one for you? So you've got your three choices: powder, granules, or flakes. Now, it's worth pointing out that the certificate we were just looking at was specifically for the flake form, but the core chemistry is the same across all of them. The real difference is all about handling and how you're planning to apply it. This chart breaks it down pretty nicely. The flake form, it's easy to handle, not a lot of dust. The powder form, just like you'd think, dissolves the fastest. And the granules are designed for mechanical spreaders. You just pick the form that fits best with your equipment and your workflow. One last important spec from that certificate is the pH, which is sitting between 9 and 10. That makes this an alkaline product, which for any grower is a really critical piece of information when you're factoring it into your overall soil management plan. All right, we've gone through the chemistry, the application, the different forms. Let's pull all of this together into one clear, practical takeaway. So here's the bottom line.
What you're getting is a certified organic fertilizer that is absolutely packed with organic matter, humic acid, and fulvic acid. It delivers that essential potassium directly to your crops, and, most importantly, its complete water solubility means application is basically effortless, which saves you time and prevents equipment problems. And having a choice of form just adds another layer of flexibility. So that really leaves us with one final question to think about. When you combine this level of potency with this kind of simplicity, how could that kind of effortless fertilization streamline your own operations?